charge to Bingo Thompson. That's her third foul. Team foul number 3. Basket number 11. contested by Corliss. Change to Mahoney Johnson, that's her second foul. And foul number 5. Timeout, Northrop. charged to allow Kirk. It's her third foul, team foul number 5.
Tight fit. It's a tight fit. If this was pushed back, you'd be right in the middle.
It's dope.
Yeah, we didn't use that at Northside. Well, that one day we got there so late.
Right.
But that gives you a great view of the...
Yeah, that's a way better view than this.
Makes a big difference in your filming.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time I've been in this gym in probably 3 years.
I got a nice gym.
It's brand new. They did a nice job. It's just like Snyder's now.
I like Carol.
Carol's is nice.
Man, they got the best one.
That corner
Yeah.
that you have all to yourself. Yeah, I wish Carol would host the holiday tournament someday. Did he say Scott's not playing tonight?
I think we're the only game tonight. Oh, yeah, Scott, no, she's not playing.
Jaysha, Scott's not playing, huh?
He said she come back Saturday.
Cal's got 8 girls.
have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show here on SummitCitySports.com. We are coming to you live from the campus of Northrop High School as we will have the Northrop Bruins taking on the visitors tonight, the DeKalb Barons. My name is Ryan Dillinger. I'll be your host for this non-conference matchup here at Northrop. Looking at the records for each of these teams, that both teams off to a slow start this season. DeKalb 1-4 overall. And Fort Wayne Northrop 1-1, and they had some games canceled due to some COVID issues here in the school, so they had to step aside and take some days off, and they will try to make up a lot of games here in the next couple of weeks. And in fact, I had a chance before the game to talk to Kevin Clopton, and he was mentioning they're going to play a ton of basketball over the next 3 weeks. So Northrop on the season 1-1. And looking at the coaches, both teams with first-year head coaches. Noah Stuckey, he's in his first year at DeKalb. He's in his 6th-year overall coaching. He's 66-55. Kevin Clopton, he's in his first year out of here at Northrop, and he was a longtime coach in the AAU ranks, so he knows most of these girls. The last outing for DeKalb, they lost to a very good Garrett team, 58-21. Northrop lost, gosh, it seems like 3 weeks ago to Concordia, game we had right here on Summit City Sports, 70-50. These two teams have met, in the last 15 years, DeKalb holds the lead 12-10. And the last time these two teams met last year in the sectional, Northrop with a big win, 43-26. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle. They've got other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, and engine diagnostics. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you. To better serve you, sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your own financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenweilerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball player in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique need. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Alisteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. The recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit AlistecaRestaurant.com. iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians. In our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, no referrals needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. And if you're looking for a basketball camp this winter over the Christmas break, why not join the Holiday Hoops Basketball Developmental Camp? And that's a good one. It'll be at the Sport One Fieldhouse. You can see the dates right there on the screen. Go to their website, register at always100basketball.com. We'll take a time out here. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. And those starting lineups tonight presented by Kelly Automotive. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quicker, getting a stronger core. Those things have been very valuable for our athletes. Everything that Parkview Sports Medicine has done has been very applicable to what we do on the court. We're learning how to control our bodies, and that's something that I think our girls have really benefited from. Some of our girls who had some speed and quickness now are becoming more explosive.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome back here to Northrop High School. It's time to meet the starters tonight. Your starters are presented by Kelly Automotive Group. Looking at DeKalb's starting lineup for tonight, they will go with a 5'6" sophomore at guard, number 10, Maddie Hickman. They'll go with a 5'6" senior guard, number 22, Morgan Leslie. A 5'10" forward, a senior, number 24, Sarah Brown. At another guard position, a 5'5", a sophomore, number 30, Lily Cohn. And in the middle tonight, they will go with number 44, a 6' senior, Christina Yarian. And their head coach, once again, Noah Stuckey. For Fort Wayne Northrop, they will go as like this tonight. They will have no Scott tonight in the lineup for the Bruins. They will go with a 5'4" senior guard, number 14, Jasmine Perry. A 5'10" senior at strong forward, number 21, Tiana White. A 5'5" junior who will play guard tonight, number 23, Amanda Thatcher. A 5'7" sophomore, also a guard, Alexa Robinson. And at forward, a 5'7" junior, number 40, Ayanna Moore. And their head coach, once again, Kevin Clopton. The battle of a one-year, first-year coaches here at Northrop High School. Right now they play the school songs. Don't forget, this is a full week of high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. We'll have games for you every single night. Friday night, a big, big night in the Summit Athletic Conference. Some of the games that could truly decide the conference title will be on the line Friday night. Well, as we already know, Snyder will travel to Southside, and the one I will cover Friday night, a big one, Homestead travels out to Carroll. So some big games this Friday night in the Summit Athletic Conference. Concordia also very good. Wayne really good. Lures really good. DeWanger getting better each week. Northside's going to struggle a little bit because they're young, but they are getting some experience, and they've got some awfully tall girls on that team. They went from short and old last year to young and tall. So Coach Mike Wallace, he'll have that team well-schooled by the end of the year. They might make a little noise down the stretch in a sectional, but until then, they will have to take their lumpings in the Summit Athletic Conference. Want to also congratulate our two local football teams that played in semi-state this past weekend. Both teams losing by a single point. Bishop Lures in Class 2A, that was an incredible game, and the South Adams Starfires battling back after being down 21 points to lose in overtime. That game was amazing as well. So some huge games down there at Lucas Oil Stadium. Also want to say Brett Rump from ESPN, or used to be ESPN on the radio. It's now Fox Sports over there on 1380. Thanks for getting down there and doing those games so everybody in our local markets could either listen to them on the radio or, they could listen to them in their car as they were driving around. So thank you to Brett Rump and the entire group over there at Fox Radio for help supporting our two local teams down at Lucas Oil Stadium. Well, the teams continue to warm up They're getting an extra 3 or 4 minutes here. We should have started about 5 minutes ago. Why don't we take our final timeout here on the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show? When we come back, we will have the start of DeKalb at Northrop. You're watching Indiana High School girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills.
Well, they snuck the anthem in there on us as right when we went to commercial break, so we came back for the national anthem. Northrop has rejoined DeKalb out on the court, and we will get started here shortly at Northrop High School. Once again, my name's Ryan Dillinger, and I will be your host tonight for this non-conference matchup. A lot of good games, I'm telling you. The Summit Athletic Conference is going to be outstanding. Once again, the Northeast State also has some very good teams. And if you look around at some of the county schools that are going to be very good this year, and you want to get out, or at least hopefully we can get out and do some of their games, Woodland. Woodland's going to be an outstanding team out there in Woodburn, and they've got a very good team. In fact, they returned just about everybody off a team that was highly anticipated to do well last year before COVID hit. And then Garrett was very good in volleyball. And they also have many of those young ladies playing on the basketball team as well. So they have some size with Ostrowski in the middle, and they can do some good things out there. And we've already seen them put a beating on a couple of our local teams here early this season. So now that we do have 2 minutes to go, we'll take our final timeout. When we come back, you'll meet the starters, and we'll turn it over to the public address announcer. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here to Northrop High School. Just about ready to meet the starters here for this non-conference matchup. Our three officials have joined us on the court as well, so we are just about ready to get started here at Northrop High School. I want to thank their athletic director, Bob Shank, once again for hosting us here on Summit City Sports and having to deal with all the COVID stuff. There's a whole bunch of cameras in the gym, and he had to find a place for all of them, and he did a good job helping us get a good angle here tonight for you here in this game.
We welcome you to March Memorial Gymnasium in This girls' basketball contest featuring the Lady Barons from DeKalb, coached by Cole Stuckey, and our Northrop Lady Brewers, coached by Mr. Kevin Kaufman. And now the starters for the visiting Barons. Starting guard, number 10, Andy Hickman. Also starting guard, number 22, Morgan Leslie. Starting the third guard position, number 30, Blake Cone. Starting at forward, number 24, Sarah Brown. And starting at center, number 44, Christina Young. And now the home team on the scoreboard, your lady for Wood. Starting at guard, number 14, Jasmine Perry. Also starting at guard, number 23, Amanda Thatcher. Starting the third guard position, number 31, Alexa Robinson. Starting at point, number 40, Anaya Moore. And starting at the wing, number 21, Tiana White.
Once again, your starters tonight for the Barons. They'll go with Leslie, Brown, Yarian, Hickman, and Cone. For the Northrop Bruins, they will go with Perry, White, Thatcher, Robinson, and Moore tonight. So we are ready to go here at Northrop High School. It'll be the team in black will be DeKalb, and in the middle to jump tonight will be Christina Yarian. In the white and orange tonight, the Northrop Bruins, and I'm sure Tiana White will jump in there, and we will be underway here shortly at Northrop High School. White and Yarian, and it looks like DeKalb is set up in a quite a bit of a defensive jump here. And here's the ball tipped and controlled by Northrop's Thatcher. Now she'll back it out towards the circles. And now looks like trying to figure out what defense DeKalb is in. It looks like they are in a man-to-man. They are. They'll get it inside. Now pop it outside to Thatcher. She'll launch a long three. It's short off the front of the iron. Tipped and controlled there by Moore. She'll fire up a second one, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. And we'll see who the foul was on. Looks like they'll say it's on number 22, Morgan Leslie. And that is her first team's first. First one on the way is up and good for Moore. And Moore to shoot the second one. And that one's off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded there by Yarian of DeKalb. And here comes DeKalb with their first possession of the game. They'll look left, wide open jumper on the way, and it's nothing but nylon for Morgan Leslie. And it looks like we're going to have an early timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Head coach Kevin Clopton not real happy with the defensive effort on the first possession for DeKalb. So Leslie with a three-pointer, and she gets us started here quickly at Northrop High School. Don't forget, if you'd like to become a sponsor here to help us promote our Indiana athletes, for Northeast Indiana athletes, please go to SummitCitySports.com. Jump on our link there. Find Jeff Mahoney's email address there. Send something to him. He's got the perfect package for you to become a sponsor. The more sponsors, the more we can cover. So here we go with action. Is Perry once again now to Thatcher. We reminded you, no Scott tonight for Northrop. Thatcher now wants to look right. She'll give it up to White on the wing. She'll look to the corner. She finds Moore. Back up top now to Perry. Perry now to Thatcher, and they'll swing it to White, and she'll look inside for Bragg. Back outside now to Moore, and they'll give it right back to Tiana White. Outside now to Perry. She'll fire a jumper on the way, and it's good. It's a three. Raining threes here early at Northrop. Left side now for Leslie. And she'll look, and she'll give it back to Hickman. Hickman back to Leslie. And back to Hickman. A nice backdoor cut there by number 24, Brown, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to the Bruins. Cone will wait for Thatcher. And give it up to White. Now she'll cut. White wants to give it right back to Thatcher. Now she's got a mismatch inside if they want to get White and a travel called on Northrop. That's their first turnover of the game. It'll be, looks like that was Brown that inbounded to Cone, and Cone will bring it up the court. She'll look left side now for Leslie. Can't get her, so over to Brown, and now to Hickman on the right wing. Back outside, and they'll give it back to Leslie. Leslie in the lane dribbles it off her own foot, but it goes right to Cone, and she'll fire the three. It's an air ball. It comes down to Thatcher. Thatcher now in transition for Northrop. She'll kick it outside to a wide-open White. She'll fire a three. It's long, but it comes down to Moore. In the lane goes Perry. Left-handed shot, no good. It's an air ball. It'll be tipped back inbounds, but it'll be saved there and tipped away. Now another chance for White. She'll throw it up, misses everything. Here's Hickman with the ball now for DeKalb, and she wisely gives it up to her point guard, Lily Cone. And that'll go off, it looks like Moore and out of bounds. Actually, that's Robinson who tipped it out of bounds. Brown to inbounds, and she'll fire it into Cone. Perry waits for Cone. Now she'll drive and give it up to Brown. Brown gets a high screen there by Yarian. Keeps a dribble, gives it now to Leslie. Inside now to Yarian. She has a tip, turns, tries to go up, and it's dribbled off of Yarian's foot. Good defense there by Moore. She swiped at the ball, and it went right off number 44's sneaker and out of bounds. Perry to inbounds now with 5:08 to go here in quarter number one. Thatcher will bring it up slowly now for Northrop. And she almost double dribbled. Right side now to White. They'll give it back to Thatcher. Outside now, Perry back to White. White wants to drive. Takes the bump, and she'll shoot two. She's fouled by Brown. Brown will pick up her first, team second. And that'll send the Bruins back to the line to shoot two. On the season, they're shooting 55%. White's first one on the way is no good. Sub coming in for the Barons. We'll give that one to you shortly. It looks like number 11 is checked in for the first time. Number 11 is Elizabeth Martin. Second one coming now for White. She'll fire it, and it's nothing but net. And Northrop with a 2-0 lead here against DeKalb. Cone wants to go to Leslie. Now comes back the other way and goes to Martin. Martin drives in the lane, throws up the runner, hits the side of the glass. Robinson had it, tipped out of bounds there, and it'll stay with Northrop. Perry to inbounds with 4:32 to go here in quarter number one. Thatcher will do a little give and go, loses it. It's taken away there by Hickman. Hickman now brings it up the court now for DeKalb, fires it outside to Cone. Cone looks, gives it to Martin, and now to Leslie on the wing. Back outside now to Martin. She'll get a high screen there, kicks it over now to Hickman. Hickman traveled. And a turnover on DeKalb. Perry now to Thatcher. It looks like a new offense maybe Northrop has been trying to install through all these stops in their program here. And they've been trying to run a lot of stuff right now through Tiana White. Robinson over to Perry. She'll turn. She'll fire the jumper. It's off the back of the iron. No good. It'll roll out of bounds and go to DeKalb. 3:52 to go here in our first quarter. Oh, now gives it up to Hickman. Hickman will get a high screen, now spins. Kicks it outside to an open Cone. She'll fire the three, and she drains it. Second three of the game for DeKalb. And they lead by one. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. Thatcher with the ball. She'll slow it up, back in between the circles, and go right side now to White. White will bring it up top now, and they'll swing it all the way over to Moore. She's open. She'll fire it. It's hard off the glass. Good offensive board there by White. And that's where Tiana White does her business, is down low. And there is Hickman in the lane. She's bumped, and she'll shoot two. That foul's going to be on Moore. Moore will pick up her first, team's first, and that will send Hickman to the line to shoot two. 3:04 to play here in quarter number one. Hickman fires the first one, and it's off the back of the iron. No good. Hickman looking to tie this game up. Yeah, that's no good as well. Tipped and controlled by Northrop. Here comes Thatcher in transition now for the Bruins. She'll fire it ahead to White. White cross courts over to Perry. Perry drives baseline, gets cut off there by Leslie. And now to Robinson, now to Thatcher, and they'll reset the offense with 2:45 to go here in quarter number one. Right side now to White. She'll spin and throw it over to Perry. Perry's open, doesn't shoot it. Now to Robinson, and up top to Thatcher. Not a lot of movement on this Northrop half-court offense here. Here's a high-low. Moore goes to the hoop. She's fouled, and she hits it. And you can check that out on the Traction AP replay. That foul is on Morgan Leslie, her second, team's third. So Moore will shoot the and one for the Bruins. Their fifth foul shot already here in quarter number one. Moore will fire the free throw, and it's good. Four-point lead now for the Bruins. Here's Cone with the ball. She tries to get it to Martin, and they'll say off of Martin and out of bounds. Into the game is number 12. Delaney Cox is into the game for the first time for DeKalb. Thatcher now with 2 minutes to go here in quarter number one. We'll go over to White. White now to Perry. Perry looks, fires it inside. White with some good hands there. She loses it, and it's picked off there by DeKalb. Martin into the front court now. Leslie comes up with that pass. Now drives, stops, fires it up. Off the back of the iron. No good. Tipped and controlled there. No. Leslie comes and gets the ball. She'll give it up to Cox. Back over to Leslie. Leslie up top now to Martin, and they'll swing it over to Cone. Cone's looking inside. Ooh, they had Yarian inside if they wanted her. And now it is Martin with the ball. Martin traveled. She wanted to go up, but Thatcher with better defense there. And we'll have a sub coming in for the Bruins. It looks like it'll be number 44, Serenity Bragg. That's 127. Northrop with the ball. Double high screen now for Thatcher. And they'll run some motion out of this. They'll set one up now for Bragg. She'll go cross court over to Thatcher. She thought about the three, now drives baseline. Gets a step, fires it up, and she's fouled. She'll shoot two. And already 5 team fouls on DeKalb, and that one's on number 30. Lily Cone, her first, team's fifth. Thatcher will shoot. And that one's off the back of the iron, no good. And that'll bring, I believe, Hickman back on, and she'll replace Leslie. And number 40 comes back in, Moore, and she'll give White a quick break. .108 to play here in the first quarter. Thatcher to shoot the second one. And it rolls around for Amanda Thatcher. Cone now. She'll dribble it, picks up her dribble, now gives it up to Cox. Cox now to Hickman on the right wing. Back to Cox. Cox will go left. Doesn't have much, so she gives it up to Martin. Martin inside now to Yarian. Yarian picks up her dribble, gives it to Martin. Martin did not realize she was wide open. Now Martin with the high screen there by Yarian. Outside now to Cone. Cone will get a screen by Martin. Gets trapped in the lane, now goes right back to Martin. Martin back to Cone, and she'll fire another long three. Yeah, that goes in and out. And rebounded there by Northrop. And will they hold for the final shot here in quarter number 1? 20 seconds to play here in what has been a quick first quarter here at Northrop. And they'll run that double high screen again for Thatcher. Thatcher will get around that, now gives it up to Robinson with 5 seconds. She picks up her dribble and back over to Thatcher. Thatcher looked up at the clock, stops, and will they get the shot off? That's good if it goes, and it will not, and we will head to the second quarter. 11-6 your score. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
11-6 our score here at Northrop. And Northrop has jumped out to a quick lead here. Some hot shooting from the outside. And also, they've gotten 2 chances for three-point plays in the lane. And one of them's already paid off, and that's why they lead 11-6. The lone points for DeKalb coming on a 3 by Leslie and 1 by Cone. It's Martin with the ball now. She'll drive baseline. Now inside to Yarian. Yarian will fire it up off the glass. It's short. She'll battle for the rebound. We'll have a tie-up, and it'll go to Northrop on the alternate possession. It'll be Perry to inbounds. Thatcher now with the ball. She'll go left side, gives it up to Robinson and over to Moore. Back to Thatcher. Thatcher's got an open lane. She'll drive. Now she picks up her dribble and she'll travel and she'll throw it away. And one of our officials will show off his, what would you call that, his 10-yard dash there. It's pretty quick. Pretty quick. He looks kind of young. Cone with the ball now for DeKalb. DeKalb will look now to the near side. They'll find Cox now down low to, that was Hickman. She misses the layup, and here comes Thatcher in transition for the Bruins. Amanda Thatcher back off of last year's team. She got a lot of play time. Her and Tiana White have traveled there on the Bruins, but Thatcher and White, Moore, Bragg, they all got time along with Scott, so there is some experience on this Northrop team. I like what Coach Clopton has done in the last week. He's really slowed down their offense. When we had them against Concordia, they were out of control a lot of times. Tonight, they were playing with a lot more patience, and it has paid off in this early 5-point lead here against DeKalb. Cox goes baseline, gets around one player, throws it up, and can't get it to go in, and it's rebounded there by Perry of Northrop. Perry also played a lot last year for the Bruins. She'll fire a quick jumper. Good block out there by DeKalb. And now Cox with the ball. And she'll go now to Cone. Cone looks inside. Has Yarian if they really want her. Martin looks inside, throws it away. Needed to go bounce pass instead of chest pass. And we've got another held ball, and it will go to DeKalb. Tiana White will check back in now for Northrop. And she will replace number 40, Moore. Cone inbounds now for DeKalb. And she'll trigger it in now to Yarian. Yarian ball fakes, gets around her defender, stops and fires one up off the glass, and the bank is open. Northrop quickly inside now to Bragg, back outside to Thatcher. She thinks about the three. She had a little jab step there, decided not to use it, and we've got 3 seconds called on Northrop. .6:07 to play here in a very quick first half. Cox with it now. She'll look inside. Hickman will go do a cross screen now for Yarian. They've got her again. They just got to be patient. Let her get over there. And now a turnover, and here comes Northrop. Thatcher quickly the other way. She'll spot up. She'll fire a long three. It's hard off the iron. And can Robinson catch up to it? She does, but she gives it to DeKalb. Martin with it now. Picks up her dribble, has it tipped, and it goes right to Cox. She's open for a 15-footer. It's short, and Tiana White with the rebound. Here comes White the other way, and she'll dribble right around a couple defenders, throws it up off the glass, and it'll roll around and go in. Good play by Tiana White. She's got 5. She leads all scorers. Good behind the back is Hickman. She'll lose it on the court, and tipped and still loose on the court. Tiana White with the ball. She'll fire it ahead now to Perry. Perry in transition ahead to Thatcher. Thatcher off the glass, and Northrop out to a 7-point lead, and we've got a timeout on the court. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Okay, I see why you like.
5:08 to go here in the first half. And DeKalb uses a timeout to slow down this streaking Bruins team here. And it will be a Cone to give it in now to Martin. We haven't seen Morgan Leslie back in. She's been saddled with those 2 fouls in the first quarter. And Northrop's going to switch into a 3-2 matchup zone. Brown with the ball now, dribbles it right off the foot of number 31, Robinson, and she's going to get hit with the foul on the reach. Her first, team second. Cone will inbounds it now. Cone looks, fires it, it gets tipped, and it'll go right into the score table here at Northrop, and it'll stay with DeKalb. Brown will inbounds once again, and she'll give it to Martin. Martin shows some patience here, now picks up a dribble and gives it to Cone. Cone wants to dribble all the way to the other side and gives it back to Martin. And they'll look inside now, and a good play here to Brown off the glass, and a good set play there as Brown gets her first points of the night. Thatcher now for Northrop. Over to White, and they'll swing it to Robinson. She'll have a jumper on the way. It's no good. Tipped by Cox, and she'll come up with it. Cox wants to bring it up now for DeKalb. She'll give it up to Martin, and we'll go under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Brown will catch that loose ball in the lane, fires it up off the glass, and no good. Tipped, and it comes to Perry, ahead now to White. Tiana White now spins. It loses it, had her pocket picked there by Cone, and up ahead now to Hickman. Her layup off the glass is good, and here comes DeKalb. DeKalb once down 7, now just down 3. Thatcher now looks and gives it to Robinson. And now over to Perry. Perry will back it out. Honestly, I think Northrop could get the ball in any time inside to their bigs. Here's a jumper off the glass, and no good. Who will come up with the loose ball? It'll be Robinson of Northrop. And Coach Clopton will use a timeout, and so will we. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
3:17 to play here in a quick first half here at Northrop High School. It is Northrop will have the ball. They lead by 3. They were just ahead 2 minutes ago by 7, and a 4-0 run here by DeKalb here late in this first half. It will be Thatcher at inbounds on the far side of the court, and I don't believe she can move. She cannot. And she'll get it in now to Moore. They'll set up a play now to Perry. She'll fire the long 3, and it's in and out. And it comes down to Martin. And DeKalb can tie or take the lead on this possession. And now they'll give it up to Cone. Leslie back into the game with Yarian at the last time out for the Barons. Martin looks, good ball fake, now all the way over to Cone. Cone back to Leslie. Leslie's got a 3 here in the first half already. In the lane goes Martin. She'll stop and fire the 6-footer, and she hits it, and DeKalb within a point. .2:30 to go here in the first half. Now over to White. She'll give it up to Perry. And back to Robinson and over to Thatcher. Right there's White. They've got her all day long on that little curl play, and she hits the shot. I'm telling you, they could get it in there every single time to her if they were just patient. I think the same thing for DeKalb. If they want to get it to Yarian, all they got to do is swing it all the way around and have her come on a cross pick or a little down screen or something, and she should be able to get the ball on just about any time DeKalb has the ball. They just got to get the right angle to get that ball inside to her. And Yarian will stand right in front of Cone. She'll set a screen for Leslie. Now there's that cross screen. Can't get it to her, so they'll give it up to Martin off the glass. She'll miss it, and it comes down to Northrop. Here comes the Bruins. Thatcher the other way. She'll dribble to the corner, and Northrop will run a little secondary break. Here's the jumper on the way. It's a 3-pointer, and it's short. Hickman catches up to the loose ball, and she throws it away, and White comes up with it for Northrop. Thatcher now, and a couple players tied up, and a long jumper on the way is no good. Hickman with the defensive board for DeKalb, and here comes Martin in transition for the Barons. She'll get in the lane, fire it up, uses all the rim, doesn't get it to go, and here comes Perry for Northrop. Underneath now to White. She'll post up, misses everything, goes out of bounds off of Robinson, and it will go to DeKalb with 1:24 to play here in the first half. Coach Noah Stuckey up off the bench, telling his girls what play he wants, and now they'll run everybody right across that foul line. Yarian will drive, stop, she'll fire, and it rolls all the way over the rim, goes to Tiana White. She'll come up with a loose ball and give it up now to Thatcher, and we'll go under 1 minute to play here in the first half. White with it now, and they'll go to Perry now up top, and here comes that same play, and it's deflected there by Leslie. And we'll have a scrum on the court and a tie-up, and it'll stay with Northrop. We'll have a sub coming in for the Bruins. Looks like it'll be number 44, potentially Serenity Bragg will check back on, and she will replace Perry. Also, Cox coming back in for DeKalb. And Leslie will sit with those 2 fouls. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Thatcher now to Robinson, and right back to Thatcher. And they'll go with 30 seconds now on the clock. Thatcher up top to White. White thinks about it, now drives. Jump stop, kicks it outside. Moore with the jumper, and it's short. Yarian with the defensive board, and she'll fire it ahead. And a foul from behind on Robinson. That will be her second, team's third. 21 seconds to go here in the half. At halftime, we'll have the Kelly Automotive halftime show for you, where we will have all the scores and talk a little bit more about this game. Inbounded now to Cox. Cox back over to Cone. And they better get going. There's 10 on the clock already. Now she picks up her dribble and she's trapped. She'll give it up to Martin. Martin now with 5 seconds. She'll drive baseline. Keeps her dribble. Nobody picks her up. Good dish underneath. And it's missed there by Hickman. And we will head to halftime. Your score 17-14. The Bruins over DeKalb. We'll take about a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Kelly Automotive halftime show for you. You're watching Indiana High School girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back here to Northrop High School. We've got about 4 minutes left in halftime. We'll take a look at the scoring first for the Barons. They've got 3 from Morgan Leslie, 2 from Sarah Brown, 2 from Christina Yarian. Also, they've got Maddie Hickman with 2. It is Elizabeth Martin with 2, and a three-pointer from Lily Cohn. And they shot 0 of 2 from the foul line for the Northrop Bruins. They got a team-high 7 from Tiana White, 3 from Thatcher, 1 from Alexa Robinson, and 3 from Ayana Moore. And they are shooting better tonight at the foul line. They are 4 of 7 here in the first half. Don't forget, this whole week here on Summit City Sports, boys and girls, we will have a ton of basketball for you. Go to our website, Summit City Sports, and to check it out. There are so many girls and boys basketball games, not to mention even hockey on Wednesday nights as well. So much going on here on Summit City Sports. We love doing this for the public. We love getting this out, especially in the year 2020, as everything has gone a little bit hectic here in the States this year. So we are proud to be bringing you all of these games here on Summit City Sports. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors before we take our final time out here on the Kelly Automotive Halftime Show. We want to thank Kelly Automotive Group, Tom Steel Tire, Big Eyed Fish, ProFed Credit Union, Ottenweiler Contracting, Summit Volleyball, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, iCryo, Parkview Sports Medicine, and we'd also like to tell you to join a basketball tournament. The Holiday Hoops of Basketball is coming up here in, let's see here, we'll put it on the screen for you right now, and you can see it right there. And December the 28th and the 29th, 30th and 31st. And that's a pre-K to 8th grade basketball camp. And if you want to be in that, go to always100basketball.com and join today. They'd love to have you, and they always have a great turnout for their basketball clinic and developmental camp that they have there at the Sport One Fieldhouse. We'll take our final time out here on the Kelly Automotive Halftime Show. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
We're just about ready to get started here in the second half. We'll look out at DeKalb. They'll go with Cone, Leslie, Yarian, Hickman, and Brown. For Northrop, they'll go with a White, Moore, Robinson, Perry, and Thatcher. So both teams will go with their original starters. And we are ready to go here in the second half. It'll be Morgan Leslie to inbounds for the Barons. She'll give it up to Cone. She'll fire across court to Leslie. Now over to Brown on the baseline. It gets tipped in the air, and a foul is going to be called on a hold on Northrop. And we'll see who that personal's on. It'll be on number 14, Perry, her first, team's first here in the second half. Cone to inbounds under her own basket. She'll give it to Yarian. Yarian wants to drive, and she'll lose it. And Northrop with a turnover, and they'll push it in transition. Ahead now to Perry. Perry over to Thatcher, and she is fouled from behind by Yarian. That's Yarian's first, team's first, and that will send Thatcher to shoot two. Thatcher fires the first one. It's hard off the back of the iron. And she's frustrated because she's had all three of her foul shots have hit the exact same spot off the back of the iron. And her second one with a little less on it. It tipped, and it comes down to Yarian. Morgan Leslie now for DeKalb. Over to Cone. And we'll see what kind of adjustments each team made at halftime. I really think both teams, if they really want to pound the ball inside, they could do it if they're just patient. Another turnover on DeKalb. Good bounce pass ahead now to Perry. Perry up off the glass, and she hits the shot for Northrop. Jasmine Perry with her first bucket of the game. Northrop back to that 5-point lead. Hickman now will look inside for Yarian. Can't get it to her, so they'll swing it now to Leslie. Leslie with the ball fake and gives it back to Cone. Cone back to Leslie. And now to Hickman, and in the corner to Brown. Down low to Yarian, and she has it tipped out of bounds there by Robinson. Robinson came from the top of the key down that lane to knock it out of bounds. That is a very good defense. Cone looks. Good bounce pass to Yarian. She'll spin in the lane, throws the little jump hook up off the front of the iron. It's no good, and here comes Thatcher. Thatcher now ahead to Robinson. Back to Thatcher. And she'll drive in the lane. She'll get a step, fires it off the glass, and she'll go back to the line to shoot two. Lily Cone going to pick up her second personal, and that'll be the Barons' second personal of this half. Thatcher's free throw on the way, wide right this time. And that's hard off the back of the iron, controlled there by DeKalb. Hickman comes up with that, and here comes Brown the other way now for the Barons. She'll give it up now to Cone. Cone the other way now to Leslie. Leslie back to Cone. And Brown with it. Brown will throw it over to Leslie. Leslie looks inside for Yarian. Yarian will get the baseline, throws up the jumper, misses everything. And it comes down to Robinson. Here comes Thatcher the other way for the Bruins. Quickly now to Perry, back to Thatcher. And they'll swing it to Moore and all the way over to Perry. Or excuse me, down low now to White. She has it blocked there by Brown. Northrop, I think, got exactly what they wanted that time. Just better defense by DeKalb. Good look inside now to Yarian. Good ball fake. She misses the jumper. And it comes down to Tiana White. I've seen White go coast to coast already once today after a defensive board. And Northrop will set up their offense once again with 5:30 to play here in the third quarter. Here's White with the ball. She'll swing it now to Thatcher. And Thatcher's like, I don't like this. I'm going to back it out and let's restart. She'll get a high screen now from both White and Moore. She'll drive to the bucket on Cone. And we'll have a foul called, I believe, on Northrop's number 40, Moore, and that will be her second, team second. That'll bring Serenity Bragg back in. She'll replace Tiana White, and in for the Barons will be Martin, I believe, and out goes Yarian. Cone with the ball now for DeKalb. Over to Martin. Martin gets in the lane with the jumper up and good. Martin's one of the more aggressive players for DeKalb thus far tonight. We've seen her come in right away and score in both halves. Up top now to Robinson. She'll look baseline now for Perry. Perry stops and fires a long three. A line drive, and it's good for a three. Perry now with 5, all the points here in the second half. Leslie now on the right wing. She'll look inside. Now Brown will post up. Brown catches it, goes baseline. Stops, left-handed layup up off the glass is no good, and she'll get called for the push. That'll be Brown's second. Team's third. Tiana White will check back in for the Bruins. She'll replace Robinson. Robinson didn't sit 1 single second in the first half. Here's Thatcher with the ball now for Northrop. Moore with it, right back to Thatcher, and she'll get in the lane. That's just too easy. She misses the layup, and it's tipped away there after Bragg got it. Now here's Thatcher. She'll fire the three, in and out. Brown will tip it to herself, and DeKalb with the ball. 4 minutes to go here in a quick third quarter. Morgan Leslie up off the glass, and she'll hit the layup. Leslie now with 5. Thatcher the other way for the Bruins. Double high screen coming again for Thatcher. Now to White. And to Perry. Back to Thatcher. She'll drive. Gets a step. And she is fouled there by Cone. And Cone's going to pick up her third, and that'll send Thatcher back to the line to shoot a pair. And Thatcher misses again. She's 1 for 6. Second one on the way. A little more arch on it, and it's good this time. Northrop 5 of 13 from the foul line. Right side now to Martin. She'll look inside for... Player kicks it outside, tipped out of bounds by Northrop. I think Martin was trying to get it there to Hickman, but the lane was cut off, and she had to fire it off the fingertips of Moore out of bounds. Brown will get the inbounds, back over to Cone. Cone now over to Martin. Martin wants to go baseline. She does. Good pass underneath to Hickman. She'll go up strong off the glass, and it will roll around and go in for Hickman. Hickman with her 4th point. Thatcher now with the ball. She'll drive again, kicks it to Perry. Perry's three is going to be wide left. Tipped and controlled there by Martin. They can tie here. Can the Barons? Good bounce pass ahead to Morgan Leslie, and they'll call her for a travel. She just could not get stopped. Thatcher across the timeline now, and she'll give it up to White. White will get a screen there by Perry, and then have her pocket pick. And a good outlet here to Leslie. Goes off her fingertips, but she'll catch up to it. Back inside now to Hickman off the glass, and here comes the Barons. They trail by 2, just by a point. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Timeout over here on the court. We've got ourselves a 1-point game. Northrop leads 23-22. The Barons have come out on fire here in the second half. They've outscored their opponents, and they have been able to get back in this game. Barons have done a nice job of getting the ball inside here in the second half. The Bruins, well, they just need to try to keep getting the ball inside to Tiana White. She's got a size advantage over Martin for sure. And now they'll swing it over to Thatcher. Honestly, if Northrop were hitting their free throws, this game might already be out of reach. And they'll call a foul there on Brown of DeKalb, and that'll be the team's fourth. Brown will pick up her third. Actually, they'll say she picks up her fourth. So she'll have to come off, and that'll bring Yarian back in, along with Cox. Up top now to Perry. Perry swings it to Thatcher. She'll fire the long three. It's no good. Good block out there by Hickman. DeKalb can take their first lead. Right side now. Quick jumper on the way, and Perry fouled Martin on the jumper. So Perry will pick up her second. That'll send Martin to the line to shoot a pair. A sophomore for the tie. And it's good. Martin now with 5. Her second one is for the lead. It'll go in and out, and it comes down to Northrop. Here comes Thatcher ahead now to White. White wants to skip pass over to Perry. Perry gets in the lane, throws it up left-handed, goes off the front of the iron, comes down to Serenity Bragg. She can't make it. And Yarian with the rebound, and she quickly gives it up to Martin. Martin keeps her dribble, fires it up off the glass, misses it, tipped around, and it goes right back to Martin, and she hits the layup, and it's a lead now for DeKalb. Martin with her 7th point. Northrop was running a play just before halftime where they were able to get the ball inside to Tiana White fairly easily. They haven't gone to it here in the second half. Jumper on the way is no good. Morgan Leslie with the board for DeKalb. Martin with the ball now for the Parents. She'll give it up to Hickman. Hickman looks inside for Yarian. She'll spot up, goes baseline, throws up the runner, and it's in and out, and it comes down to Bragg. Pushing it ahead now to White. White with a cross-court pass now to Thatcher. Thatcher will take a bump, fires it up, and hits it. And we are tied up. Thatcher now with 6, and we've got under 30 seconds to go. Hickman with it now, and she is fouled from behind by Bragg. That'll be Bragg's first, team's 4th. Leslie will inbounds. She'll throw it in quickly to Cox. Now they'll give it up to Yarian. Yarian back over to Leslie. Leslie spots up, fires a 3, and it's an air ball. Here's Thatcher with 10 seconds. She'll push it in transition now. Looks up the clock and gives it to White. White with a ball fake. Now steps inside the three-point line, fires, and it's no good. It goes off the rim and out of bounds, and it will stay with Northrop. I believe it went off of Hickman. It'll be Thatcher to inbounds with 3.1 to go on the clock. I'll fire it outside now to White. She'll fire a jumper off the glass. It's no good. Tipped around, and that shot will be no good. And we will head to the 4th quarter, all tied up. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. We will start quarter number 4 here. We are all tied up at 25. It'll be Bruins ball, and they need to get a good rhythm going back again on offense. DeKalb really took them out of rhythm in that third quarter, and they were able to get some good shots down low, and that's what brought them back in this game, and they pushed it in transition a little bit more to DeKalb. So it'll be Perry to inbounds, and we'll see if they run that set play to get the ball inside to Tiana White. I'm telling you, she has a 3, 4, maybe even 5-inch height advantage over Martin that's trying to check her. And they'll go up top now to Thatcher. She'll think about the 3. Ball faking goes right to Bragg. Back up top to White. White will look inside for Bragg. Bragg catches it, gets double team, fires it up off the glass. No good. There's White with the offensive board, but she is falling backwards and might have taken a shot to the face. And a chance now for DeKalb to regain the lead. Cohn with it now. Picks up a dribble and gives it up to Martin. Martin's really been the spark plug here in the second half for the Barons. Here's a quick jumper there by Hickman. It's no good, and there's Martin to get the rebound. Cross court now to Morgan Leslie and right back to Martin, and they'll reset the offense. Leslie looks inside. Gives it up now to Cohn. Cohn doesn't want to get inside there with the big, so she'll give it back to Leslie. Now they'll give it to Brown. Brown's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. She'll spin, kicks it outside to Martin. And that ball's tipped out of bounds there by Thatcher of Northrop. That'll bring Robinson back on for Serenity Bragg for the Bruins, and the ball will stay with DeKalb with 6:49 to play. And they're trying to get this ball in bounds and finally do to Brown. Now they'll give it right back to Cohn. Cohn back to Leslie. Leslie's got White on her, and she will not be able to shoot over the top of her. Cohn with 1 dribble and inside now to Brown. Brown will go baseline. Good kick to Hickman off the glass. Misses the shot. No foul. Here comes Northrop. They can take the lead. Perry now into the front court. And she'll give it up to Thatcher. And now to White. White in the corner to Moore. And back to Thatcher. Thatcher will drive, takes a bump, kicks it outside to Robinson. That's a 2. It's an air ball. Comes right down to Moore, and she hits the bucket. Northrop back in the lead by 2. She's got 5. Right side now to Martin. Martin will dribble drive down the baseline. Gets cut off there. Now goes up and under and hits a layup. She's got some moves. She's got 9. She leads all scorers. Perry with it. She'll look inside. She's got White. White goes up strong. Misses it. Gets on board. Goes up again, and she's fouled. Check out that on the Traction AP replay. Tiana White, she'll shoot the and 1. White will fire it, and it'll go in and out and then roll around and stay in. White now with 10. And a 3-point lead now for the Bruins. That foul was on Martin. Her first, team 6th. Martin will drive again, now gives it up to Hickman. Hickman will spin around 1 and give it to Brown. Brown with a ball fake. Back outside to Martin. She'll swing it over to Cohn. Cohn around 1 player and gives it up now to Hickman. Hickman will with the nice bounce pass underneath, but it's picked off there by Northrop, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Thatcher. Into the game. Trying to get the name for you. It's number 25. Johnson, the sophomore, has checked in. But an offensive foul called on Thatcher. Her first, team's 5th. Cohn with it now. Picks up her dribble and gives it up to Brown. Brown ball fakes, gives it up now to a cutting Hickman. And DeKalb within a point. Hickman now with 8. Thatcher in the lane, outside now to Robinson. She'll drive, gets around one, misses the shot. Might have got fouled on that one. Officials didn't see it, and here comes DeKalb. They can retake the lead with 4:20 to play. Martin with it now. She'll drive in the lane. Good bounce pass over to Brown, and she's hammered from behind. Trying to see if that's Bragg. I think that was Moore that fouled her, and that will be her third. That'll send Sarah Brown to the line to shoot a pair. She'll fire the first, and it's wide right. Back into the game is Tiana White for the Bruins. She'll replace Robinson. We've got 4:09 to go here at Northrop High School. Brown's free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded there by Johnson. Empty trip for the Barons. Thatcher in the lane, jumpers up, off the glass and good. And now Northrop's going to pick up full court. Martin quickly breaks that for the Barons. She'll give it up to Cone. Cone gives it up now to Hickman. Hickman spins back baseline, now gets trapped there. Tries to find Cone and finally does. Down low to Brown again. Sarah Brown in the lane, off the front of the iron, no good. Hickman battles for it. She'll go up strong, misses it. Tipped out of bounds there by Northrop. It'll stay with DeKalb with 3:21 to play. Christina Yarian back in for Brown. Cone to inbounds. She still can't get it in, and a 5-second call on. Actually, we have a timeout on the court, DeKalb, before the 5-second count. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
DeKalb will try it again to inbounds with 3:21 to play. They used a 30-second timeout. It'll be Cone to inbounds. Yarian wants to set a screen, and now will catch the inbounds pass. Now over to Martin. Martin ball fakes, goes right to the rim, kicks it underneath now to Hickman. Hickman backs it out and gives it to Leslie, and over to Cone on the left wing. Back to Leslie, and up top now to Martin. That ball's tipped, and Leslie comes up with it for the Barons. She'll fire it over to Martin. Martin has really looked to score here in the second half for the Barons. She's trapped in the lane, gives it up to Yarian. Back outside to Martin. And now to Cone. Cone inside now to Yarian. She'll step through it, and they'll call a hold, I believe, on Johnson of Northrop. It is on Johnson. That's her first. And that will send the Barons to the line to shoot 1-on-1. It will be Yarian to shoot for the Barons, and she drains the first one. Yarian with the second one and hits all the iron and drops around, and we've got ourselves a 1-point game. .230 to play here, and Northrop going to run a little bit of clock here with Thatcher, and looks inside now for White. She'll turn, kicks it to Johnson. She'll go up and miss everything, and that will go off of Hickman and out of bounds. And in comes Robinson for the Bruins, and she'll replace Perry. Quick inbounds now to White. Up top now to Robinson. And tipped, and right there's Thatcher to come down with it. They'll look inside now for the Moore. Moore spins baseline, throws it off the glass, and it'll go in. Moore with her 7th. Hickman now goes to Yarian. Yarian does not want to dribble and gives it up to Leslie. 2 minutes to play. Outside now to Cone. Her 3-ball on the way is good. And we are all tied up. Picked off, and here comes the Barons the other way. It's Hickman to the rack, and she gives her team the lead. Costly turnover there on the Bruins. And we'll see what play they'll set up here now for Thatcher or White. Outside now to Robinson. They'll look inside. Don't give it to White. She's calling for it. Thatcher thought about it. Now wants a screen. And Coach Clopton's going to take a timeout. Sorry, losing my voice there. And we'll see if it's a full. Or if it's just a 30, it is a full, and we will take one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Well, we've only got 1:15 to play here in what has been a quick game here at Northrop. We got started about 25 minutes late, but we've made it up here with some very consistent play. It is DeKalb leading now by 2, and they have gone on a 5-0 run here to take the lead over Northrop. It'll be Robinson inbounds, and I really, really think Northrop wants to get the ball inside Tiana White. Right before that timeout, as they took it, Coach Clopton all over Robinson for not dumping that ball inside to White, who is wide open. White will drive baseline, gets the baseline, goes up strong, and just misses it. That foul's going to be on Martin. Martin's second, and that will send Tiana White to the line to shoot a pair. Martin on the night already with 10 points, and she needs 2 big ones here. First offering is no good. Kind of interesting that Coach Stuckey did not put Yarian back in for the defensive board. Second one on the way by White is no good, and they're going to call a push on Moore. That'll be her 4th, and we'll go the other way and shoot 1-1. And that will send Elizabeth Martin the other way to shoot a free throw. She can make it a 2-possession game if she hits them both. She'll fire the first, in and out, and it comes down to Northrop. Here's Tiana White now, and she'll bring it into the front court. We've got less than a minute to play. She'll look inside. Dangerous pass, and it's picked off. But then it's taken right back by Thatcher. She'll throw the runner up. Missed everything. Bragg with the rebound, and she throws it up off the glass. Bragg with her first bucket. Cone the other way. Northrop's got to be careful. They do not want to foul. They've put the Barons in the bonus. Hickman with it now. And she'll give it now to Martin. 30 seconds. Back over to Cone. Cone goes baseline. And we'll see if DeKalb elects to use a timeout here in the final 20 seconds. They ought to spread it out for Martin. She's been able to get to the hoop. She'll throw it up. No good. Rebounded by Robinson. Here comes Thatcher. She can give her team the lead and a foul. And Thatcher will go to the line as Martin with the bad foul. Her third. Thatcher for the lead. She has not been good from the foul line in this game. She's just 2 of 8. Thatcher, the junior, will eye it, and she nails it. Timeout on the court of DeKalb. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
I want to thank our sponsors once again tonight: Kelly Automotive Group, Tom Steel Tire, Big Eyed Fish, ProFed Credit Union, Ottweiler Contracting, Summit Volleyball, Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning, Alisteca Mexican Restaurant, iCryo, and of course, Parkview Sports Medicine. It'll be Thatcher at the line. She can give her team a 2-point lead if she can hit this foul shot with just 12.4 seconds to play. Thatcher has 9 tonight so far. Looking to get into double figures, and it goes in and out. Rebounded there by Hickman. They need to get going. Hickman will race the other way. Nobody picks her up. She throws it over to Martin. Martin over to Cone. Cone drives, fires it up. It's short, and it comes down to Northrop, and they will win tonight 37-36 over a good DeKalb team. And give me just a moment here, and we will give you the scoring here in this game. All right, I think I've got it for DeKalb. Now DeKalb on the season, they will drop to 1-5 overall. For DeKalb, they got from Morgan Leslie 5 points. Sarah Brown with 2. It was Yarian with 4. Maddie Hickman with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. Elizabeth Martin with 9 and 6 from Lily Cone. So a good, solid performance tonight by DeKalb. For Northrop, they will improve to 2-1 overall on the season. By the way, DeKalb will play tomorrow night. They will take on Carroll at home at 7 o'clock. For Northrop, they're scoring tonight. They got 5 from Perry. They got a team high 10 from Tiana White, 1 from Robinson. They got, let's see here, they got 7 from Moore, 2 from Bragg, and today's Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is Amanda Thatcher. She had 9 points, but her free throw with just 12 seconds to go, the difference in this game, and she gives her Bruins the win. And they shot just a paltry, once again, from the foul line, just 7 of 18. So Northrop with a good non-conference win tonight here at home. For Northrop, they will play Wednesday night. They will also take on Carroll. So that does it here from Northrop High School. I want to thank you all for watching tonight. Once again, thanks to all of our sponsors, and thank you to Bob Shank, the athletic director here at Northrop High School. That does it for my cameraman. I'm Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Where we have to do this? A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can